So Hollywood has seemingly decided we're going to get at least one violent action-packed Christmas movie every year, and I'm all for it. Last year was the Die Hard themed Violent Night. This year it's Silent Night, and with an added bonus under the tree, it's also a return to American movies for Hong Kong's own John Woo. On paper, Silent Night is basically as simple a revenge tale as you're likely to find. It also feels way more stripped down than your usual action blockbuster, but in Woo's hands, it's also been elevated. Not only do we get the usual balletic action, but the film has been shot dialogue free, and in that, Woo gets to also highlight what a visual poet he actually is. Film stars Joel Kinnaman as Brian, first seen being shot in the neck in a brutal gangland attack. He miraculously survives, but has to learn how to do everything over again, and his vocal cords have been irreversibly damaged to the point where he'll never talk. Worse still, we get the full scope of his loss when he returns home from the hospital. And the lack of talking isn't just a gimmick, but a sweet form of connection between Brian and his wife, played by Catalina Sandino Marino. He can't talk, and knowing that she has adopted a life of texting each other to make him feel more comfortable, it becomes a fantastic piece of character development, a way to show her supportiveness to her husband. But by far, Woo's best work in the first half is the tender, devastating look at the loss these two have suffered. It reminds us very much of the work Woo also did in Face Off, where the loss of a child isn't just a jumping off point for the rest of the story, but a constant reminder of how isolating and handicapping that can be. As the year goes by, Brian wallows, but then realizes that the best thing to do would be to turn that into an unbridled ferocity. We don't just get a training montage, but sort of a half an hour of him getting physically stronger, channeling his hate, and learning, presumably from action heroes he's seen in the movies, how to do everything from fire a gun to doing a spinning donut move in a car. For some, devoting this much time to training might be a red flag for the film, but I thought it worked. Movies turn average guys into John McClane overnight. This one allows us to see how he grows, to feel his obsession with revenge intensify over time. The idea here is that by Christmas Eve, he'll be ready to go out and deliver some whoop ass to all the bad guys. And that part is definitely gimmicky, no question. I mean, a way to just sell this during the holiday. But it works because of Wu and Kinnaman, who has that everyman quality and righteous anger that really makes us want to see him go out and take out the bad guys. And when we finally do get to the action, it works as visceral, blood-soaked mayhem. He doesn't just stage car chases, but car battles. No explosion is wasted, and the guns come out in full force and style. What's also nice is it doesn't just copy John Wick. It keeps in mind Brian isn't one of those guys who knows how to kill with a book or 600 different ways. He struggles, which gives the film some added heft. The action is a lot of fun and gets the job done, but the villains could have used some nuance. Oh, I wish we could have gotten a little dialogue out of them, something that doesn't just make them seem like stereotypical gangbangers. As is, these guys are just there to be killed. But you'd also like to see some intimidation or menace out of them to really make the kills mean more. Kid Cudi playing a cop also didn't really do much for me at all. Otherwise, Silent Night is a lean, mean actioner that comes in at a very good, pretty much hour and a half. It's well paced. Kinnaman does a terrific work with dialogue free character, and Wu not only sets everything up nicely, but finds some heart in this pretty much routine script. I mean, you leave having a good time and hoping that this isn't the last time that you've seen his talents. That's why I'm going B, guys. But that is my opinion. I'd love to hear yours. Let me know down below there. Also, if you could, click that like button, click that subscribe button, and I hope to see you back next time. Thank you so much. Bye bye.